Hey there, it's J-Dog. Hey, in this video, I'm going to show you some of the places that I've been walking on my virtual Camino. So far on my virtual Camino, I've done well over 300 kilometers. And as I mentioned in my previous video, a lot of that was biking. But I have done a fair amount of walking on my virtual Camino. In this video, I'm going to show you some places that I've walked. Where I am now, I'm at Lakes Park. It might be called Lakes Regional Park, but it's in Fort Myers. It's about 7 miles from my house. This is a beautiful place to walk and bike. I actually rode my bike here, but I'll show you some clips of what this is like. I think it's got about 2 miles of bike paths in here, and most people go walking here, but it's a beautiful place to walk. I've come here a couple times, but this is just one of the places where I've walked on my virtual Camino. So one of the places that I've walked on my virtual Camino is right on Fort Myers Beach. It's about a 2.5 mile bike ride from my house, or a quick car ride, but it's a nice beach to walk on, as you see. It's nice and flat, and I usually do about a 6 mile walk here. Usually do a 3 mile down, 3 mile back, but the beach is nice and wide, so you can actually, I think if you walk the whole thing, it's about 7 miles all the way down. But this is a nice place to walk. I'll show you some clips here of Fort Myers Beach, but it's a pretty place to walk. And today's Sunday, and it's going to be a little busier here. During the weekday, it's not that busy, but sometimes it can be hot on the beach. Today is going to be about mid-70s. That's why I got my long brim hat on. The sun can be very bright here, so I just enjoy the walk, enjoy the beach, enjoy the people watching here. But this is a nice place to walk, and one of the favorite places I've walked on my virtual Camino. So one of the places I went to on my virtual Camino here in Southwest Florida is the Estero Bay Preserve. It's a state park, and there's some hiking trails in here, and we're going to go do a little hike in here and log some miles and explore a new place. There's about 4 miles of hiking trails in this preserve. It's a little wet in here. We'll see how far we get, but it's kind of a nice new place. And I'm here with my hiking partner Annie again. She's out exploring with me. Well, the trail turned out to be a bust. Had a lot of rain the last couple days, and the trail is all underwater. I'll show you here. You can see that's kind of what it looks like, and we won't be going down there. So Annie and I decided to go to Plan B. We're going to try another trail. So we're at our Plan B, which is 6 miles Cypress Slough. This is a nice little park that has boardwalks through the swamps and stuff, so this is a nice little walk. So they have a nice little trail map here, and it's all a boardwalk that kind of goes out and around those little ponds and comes back around a big pond. It's about a 1.2 mile walk, and we're going to go out on this nice little boardwalk there and go through the swamp. My wife is doing her best to be compliant, but
don't come near me.
You can see it's kind of a lot of water here in the swamp. That's why we're on the boardwalk. Not sure if you can see him, but there's on that little platform out there, there's an alligator just sunning himself. I think each time I've been out here, I've seen an alligator on that platform. Nice little saying from Henry David Thoreau. This is a real nice boardwalk trail. Even though it's a short trail, 1.2 miles, it's really nice. You get to see what this swamp looks like. Today is actually a cool day, temperature in the 60s, so no bugs, and there's a lot of rain that just happened, so get to see a lot of water. But it's a real nice place to come for a short walk. Well, what I showed you in this video is just a few of the places that I walked on my virtual Camino. I did a lot more walking than you saw in the video. I think at the end of the last video, I had done 300 kilometers. I'm now at 500 kilometers, so that's 200 kilometers. About, I don't know, I'll put up a thing in the video so you can see what the distance is in miles. But if I had been on the real Camino, I would have walked, left Oroño and gone through the major cities of Burgos and Leon. I would have walked across the Meseta, which is a high arid plain, a plateau, and across north central Spain. I'll put up a map here so you can see where I would have walked, and some pictures so you can see what the Meseta looks like. It's kind of an arid high plain. Typically on the real Camino, it's probably the toughest part just because it's so exposed, small towns. But here in Florida, I didn't have that issue, but that's where I would have been if I was doing it in Spain. But I'm going to do one more video on my virtual Camino. I have about 270 kilometers to go, so I'm going to just show you some additional places, probably a combination walking and biking here in Southwest Florida. But stay tuned. I hope you've been enjoying my virtual Camino. I've been enjoying it because it's really been kind of giving me initiative to go places and explore places. So it's actually been a very good exercise. But I hope you enjoy it. Thanks for following me, and stay safe, and I'll see you down the road.